Hello there guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and on this video tonight there is lots to negotiate about. So, do you think top 4 has gone for Manchester United? Of course, as it stands at the moment, we are sitting 5 points behind Chelsea, because of course Chelsea recently beaten Manchester City by 2 goals to 1. And of course, we've got 7 games remaining in the Premier League. And in reality, you can say we've got the easiest running out of all the Premier League teams. And I think, we should win at least 6 of our 7 remaining games. But yeah, maybe, top 4 is gone now. But, definitely the top 4 is a priority for us. Because, we do want qualification for the Champions League for next season. And plus, if we get qualification for the Champions League, we'll generate money and it'll help us, have more of a competitive summer transfer market. Don't forget, reflecting on the 3-0 win against Sheffield United on Wednesday, Solskjaer has outlined his objectives for the remainder of this season. It did say actually, fourth is not actually our aim. Solskjaer, wants, to get third place, but I don't think, we are going to get third. Also, too, the FA Cup is a priority for us because that's a chance for us getting some silverware on the board. And also, too, the Europa League is a priority for us because that's also another chance for us getting some silverware on the board. And, we are into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We're more or less into the last 8 of the Europa League because we are 5-0 up against Lask from the first leg. So if we could, win the FA Cup and the Europa League and finish in the top 4, it would be a fantastic achievement for Manchester United and Solskjaer. Or even if we could win at least one of them, it would be still a great achievement, and it would be a memorable first full season for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and that. Because we've not yet won out in terms of silverware under Solskjaer. Solskjaer's been at the football club a year and a half. But like I've said, we are in a good vein of form. We are unbeaten in our last 13 games in all competitions, and that is our best vein of form since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was the interim manager. So a lot of aspects of our game have really, really improved. We have lacked silverware in the last 7 years. We've only won the FA Cup under Louis van Gaal and the Europa League and the League Cup under Jose Mourinho and all of that. But yeah, so do you think top 4 is gone for Manchester United? Obviously, all we've got to keep doing is, winning games, to try and keep our top 4 ambitions alive. And hopefully, Chelsea, do slip up. Possibly, Chelsea, could be title contenders next season. Like I said, they've done very, very well of Chelsea, so far. They've done very, very good business. They got Hakim Ziyech in February for £38 million, or was it £37 million from Ajax? They recently got Timo Werner from RP Leipzig for around £48 million, Chelsea. They're looking to build on that as well, looking to get Ben Chilwell, and they're also looking to get Kai Havertz. This has been Frank Lampard's first full season as Chelsea manager and that. So yeah. So do you think top 4 is gone for Manchester United? But I do believe we can challenge for the Premier League next season. Solskjaer did say, we are not too far away from challenging for the Premier League. Solskjaer did say that he wants to make around 3 or 4 major signings at the end of the season. Now, of course, this has been the 7th season. We have failed to mount any kind of title challenge up. The last time, we won the Premier League was back in 2013 in Alex Ferguson's last season and all of that. And I did say, didn't I, next season our expectations will be to challenge for the title. So hopefully, we can get our 21st title under Solskjaer. Obviously, we have won 20 titles at the moment, 13 of them Premier Leagues. So we are, still the most successful club in England. And, we are still one of the biggest clubs in the world and all of that. But it's, it depends, on who we sign in the summer transfer window. Because, there is a lot of players on our agenda. Like I said, Jadon Sancho, he's our number 1 priority target. I give you the news regarding Jadon Sancho this morning, and it did say Man United is the only option for Jadon Sancho in the summer transfer window. But Borussia Dortmund's asking price could be the stumbling block, because Dortmund have now said they want 117 mil. The Telegraph said the other week that Dortmund wanted around £115 million for Sancho. But I hope we can get Sancho, because he will dramatically improve us. Bellingham, there's still a slight chance we could get him, but I still think, he is going to Borussia Dortmund, Jude Bellingham. Jack Grealish, he's another one of our priority targets as well. The summer transfer window will be Solskjaer's fourth transfer window as Manchester United manager, and his second summer transfer window, because he's already overseen one summer transfer window on that. And I think, we've really improved in the transfer market under Solskjaer. He's brought the players that he wanted to bring in. So far, he has recommended 5 players in to Manchester United and spent just over £200 million on them. Last summer brought Daniel James, Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire in, and in January bought Bruno Fernandes and Odion Ighalo in. He got Ighalo on loan, so far Solskjaer's made 4 permanent signings at Manchester United. And there were stories coming out the other week saying that our transfer budget is being revealed. He said Solskjaer's going to be given around £269 or £270 million to spend in the summer transfer window. Now, if that is the case, that should be enough for us, to get the right number of players in. But, Solskjaer's got big decisions to make in the summer transfer window, of what players he's going to recommend in. And let's put into the equation, what players he's going to get rid of as well. I think we are going to get rid of at least 5 players in the summer transfer window. And I've already got an idea of the players, that we are going to get rid of. Of course, we're trying to get rid of Phil Jones. We'll be looking to get rid of Chris Smalling and Rojo on permanent transfers. We'll be looking to get rid of Jesse Lingard and Andres Pereira. We'll be looking to get rid of them. We've got to make a decision on Angel Gomez. His current contract expires on the 30th of June, does Angel Gomez's. So these big decisions to make. Don't forget, Solskjaer's got a goalkeeping decision to make on David De Gea and Dean Henderson. Facing a bit of a dilemma at left back as well. Of course, we've got Luke Shaw and Brandon Williams at left back. But like I said, didn't I, regarding, the goalkeeper and left back, I think David De Gea will remain our number 1 goalkeeper for the remainder of this season, maybe next season. And Luke Shaw will remain our first choice left back for the remainder of this season. By the way, like I said to you on my recent video, we will release 9 academy players next week when their contracts do expire. But to be fair to Solskjaer, he has got rid of a lot of the deadwood since he got recommended into the football club. I think he's also promoted the youth very well, because the young players have been given their opportunities. Greenwood's been flourishing. Brandon Williams has also been flourishing as well. But there again, on the other hand, there's some young players that have found game time hard. Angel Gomez has found game time hard. Tahith Chon's found game time hard. James Garner's also found game time hard. Delors, his appearances have been limited as well. But, Diego Delors has had a few injuries in that. But when Solskjaer got appointed in anyway, he did say, everybody will get their chances to express themselves. So that's obviously, very good. And, we've done very well against the Big 6 sides this season. We've taken 18 points against the Big 6 sides this season. There's also players that have really improved under Solskjaer, especially the top players. So I've definitely seen improvements under the Norwegian. But I'm still not so sure if Solskjaer is the foreseeable future for Manchester United. Of course, time will tell. Like I said, this has been his first full season at the club. He does deserve at least another season at Manchester United. And he does deserve at least a couple of more transfer windows, because like I've mentioned, it is a transition period. I went through with you, what saved Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job at Man United, and that was the signing of Bruno Fernandes. And I think, with the wins against the likes of City and Tottenham earlier on in the season, they also saved his job at the football club as well. Because earlier on in the season, we enjoyed our worst start to a Premier League season for 30 years. And reflecting on that, Solskjaer was under serious pressure at the football club. But, Ed Woodward's confirmed he's willing to back Solskjaer. And, the Glazers are also willing to back Solskjaer. Woodward did say the other month that we will remain competitive in the summer transfer market. But he did say, we won't do business as usual in the summer transfer market, So he said, we won't be spending hundreds of millions of pounds. Solskjaer recently gave us an update on our transfer plans, and he did say that we need to spend to compete with the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool. And he says, we will do business if players do become available for the right price and all of that. But like I said to before, our recruitment policy's been poor, for several years. But it's definitely, improved under Solskjaer and that. So that's obviously, very, very good. Solskjaer, early on in his managerial career, he worked out his transfer strategy. And he did say he still wants to continue the policy of recruiting young British talents to Manchester United. So this is, what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had said. This is, what he had said and all of that. Obviously, you saw my recent video. I think it's uploaded now, by the way. It has uploaded, or it's nearly uploaded if it hasn't uploaded. I give you my reaction to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference ahead of the Norwich-Manchester United game. What? Alright. Ahead of the Norwich-Manchester United game in the FA Cup quarter-final. Of course, Solskjaer, did congratulate Liverpool for, winning the Premier League title. But he said it hurts him, seeing Liverpool as Premier League champions. But obviously, it hurts every Manchester United fan. And like I mentioned on my recent video, it's a very, very sad day for us. But he has actually, congratulated Liverpool, as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Can't take anything away from them, really. They have deserved it. They've played fantastic football this season. Of course, it's Liverpool's first ever Premier League title. It's their 19th overall. So reflects on that now, they are just one behind us. But they have now ended their 30-year drought of Liverpool. They've ended their 30-year drought. Liverpool are on 86 points now. They can break Manchester City's record, so they can get over 100 points. The Premier League is Jurgen Klopp's fourth major honour as Liverpool manager. Obviously, Liverpool, don't forget, won the FIFA Club World Cup earlier on in the season. They also won the Super Cup and they won the Champions League at the end of last season. So that is 4 trophies now. Yeah, Jurgen Klopp has won with Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp has got a contract with Liverpool till 2000. No, just leave it in microwave until 2024. And I think he'll see out the remainder of his contract. And then when he does eventually leave Liverpool, I think he will go back to Germany. But this has been Jurgen Klopp's 5th season with Liverpool. It's been his 5th season with them. And, you've got to make an admission, he has done very, very well, with Liverpool and that. After he endured a very, very difficult start. And all of that. But he also, was very, very good at Borussia Dortmund with Jurgen Klopp. Before he was at Borussia Dortmund, he was at Mainz 05. He actually got relegated with Mainz 05. So Liverpool is the 3rd club in Jurgen Klopp's managerial career and all of that. But, yeah, Liverpool, definitely, deserve to win it. I think they're unbeaten at Anfield in the Premier League for, is it 2 years or is it 3 years now? Like I said, they went on a 44-match unbeaten run earlier on in the season. But, it's about time from their perspective, because, last season they were very, very close to winning it. They finished on 97 points. They was close to winning it under Brendan Rodgers back in the 2013-14 season, but they didn't win it. But they'll be just delighted now that they have got the Premier League on the board. And I don't think it's a flash in the pan either, I think Liverpool, will continue to dominate. I really, really do. But Solskjaer, did say that Liverpool will find it difficult to repeat Alex Ferguson's run of titles. Because, of course, we won 13 Premier Leagues under Alex Ferguson. We won 13 Premier Leagues under him. But don't forget, it took us 26 years to win a title, you know. So let's just put that into the equation. But like I've said to no manager will replicate Ferguson's legacy at Manchester United or in general, and no one will last as long as Alex Ferguson did, because Ferguson, endured 26 years with us. And like I said, he won 13 Premier Leagues, but I think he won a total of 38 major honours. So he had 22 successful years out of the 26 years he was there, because don't forget, Ferguson didn't win out in his first 4 years at the football club. But the vast majority of our success came under Alex Ferguson, didn't it? Let's be honest. Because obviously, before Ferguson, wasn't good. We had Ron Atkinson, wasn't good. We had Franco Farrell at one point. We actually got relegated under Franco Farrell. I think it was 1974 we got relegated under him. We had Wilf McGuinness. He endured 18 months with us. Only recruited one player in that 18-month period. And since Ferguson's retirement, like I said, we've been playing catch-up for the last 7 years or so. In the last 7 years, we've had different managers with different philosophies. We spent close to the £1 billion range on players. So in reality, we actually, should be in Liverpool's position. We've also, got players on big contracts as well. But, one of the main explanations why we've been inconsistent for the last 7 years is, reflects on, the decisions we've made. And a lot of our decisions have been wrong. Like I said, we've overpaid for players in recent years. We've bought a lot of players, who we shouldn't have bought. That there again, we've brought players in who did good, and we got rid of them. We shouldn't have really got rid of them. Prime example, Ander Herrera and Romelu Lukaku. Like I said, we've been very, very critical of Ed Woodward for several years, and we've also been very, very critical of the Glazers. Woodward's been in with us since 2012, and the Glazers have been with us since 2005. But, Solskjaer's our fourth permanent manager since the Ferguson era. 3 managers have gone. We've got rid of Moyes after, 9 months. That was the only mistake Ferguson ever made, was ever recommending David Moyes in. But the main explanation why I recommended him in is because they was both Scottish. Van Gaal, he endured 2 years, didn't work out, but did win the FA Cup. And Jose Mourinho, he endured 2.5 years, did win 2 trophies in his first season, but again, didn't work out and all of that. So we haven't really got the structure to keep sacking managers and all of that. But Liverpool were mentioned a lot, during the press conference. Also, too, Solskjaer has said that the FA Cup could be a catalyst for, success, with Manchester United and all of that. Obviously, there was no injury concerns as well during the press conference. Phil Jones and Alex Tuanzebe are still injured. Well, if they're not now, they were injured, were Phil Jones and Alex Tuanzebe. Also, during the press conference, he had mentioned, Jesse Lingard. He has confirmed he is going to play in this Norwich game, but he said Jesse Lingard has got to prove himself. He also mentioned Wan-Bissaka, during the press conference as well. He knows that Wan-Bissaka has progressed really, really well this season. His defensive contribution's been good. He just needs to show more attacking intent, does Wan-Bissaka and all of that. But Solskjaer's confirmed that we are going to make several changes from the 3-0 win against Sheffield United. Like I said, in this game against Norwich, I think, Sergio Romero's going to start in goal. Definitely going to start in goal because he plays in the... Yeah. Sergio Romero, is going to start in goal. Diego Dalot, I think he's going to start at right back. Delor's one player, that does need to prove himself. Delor's our backup right back to Wan-Bissaka. Bissaka will be dropped for this one. Lindelof, I think, will be dropped for the game tomorrow. I think Bay will come in for Victor Lindelof. Maguire, of course, will play. I think Brandon Williams will be at left back. Luke Shaw will be dropped. Probably Paul Pogbino could start this game as well. Maybe he won't, actually. But don't forget, Paul Pogbino's just come back from injury not too long ago. Like I said, he was exceptional against Sheffield United, created more chances than any other player in the squad, did Paul Pogba. We started him against Sheffield United, and that was his first start in 10 months. He also made an impact when he came on against Tottenham last Friday, Paul Pogba. But yeah, Very, very good. McTominay, I can see him, starting this game as well. Or if he doesn't start, will at least be involved. Don't forget, we had the good news regarding McTominay recently. He'd signed a 5-year contract at Manchester United with an option of a further year. So that keeps him under contract with us until 2025. He's been part of the club for years, as you know, McTominay. He's been with us since 2012, and he has been in our senior squad since 2017, as you know, Scott McTominay. And since then, he has become an integral part of our team. He's made 76 appearances for us so far as McTominay. Don't forget, he was injured earlier on in the season, McTominay. Fred, I think, should play a part as well. I think Fred has enjoyed an exceptional season for us. He's done very, very well this season under Solskjaer. He's definitely, confounded his critics, Ron, as you know, Fred. Because he got a lot of criticism under Jose Mourinho, but Fred never really got his opportunities under the Jose Mourinho era. Fred was also an exceptional player at Shakhtar Donetsk. Maybe Matic could play a part as well. Matic was exceptional against Sheffield United. He showed a lot of stability in possession, and a lot of aspects of his game have really, really improved. This has been Matic's third season at Man United. We did pay £40 million in from Chelsea. I think Bruno Fernandes will be dropped in this game against, Norwich. I also think that Rashford and Martial will also be dropped. I think Rashford's been exceptional since he came back. And, Martial's also enjoyed a very, very good season. Don't forget, Anthony Martial scored his first senior hat-trick for the club against Sheffield United. And he became the first player to score a hat-trick for Man United since Robin Van Persie in that. But we know that Martial's been playing in that central role this season. I think in the game tomorrow, we're going to start Odion Ighalo. I did say starts in the league. Premier League are now going to be limited because obviously, Marcus Rashford is back. But Ighalo was in a good vein of form before the football season got suspended. We know Ighalo's going to be here until the end of January 2021 because it confirmed quite a few weeks ago that we'd extended his loan at the football club. And we paid Shanghai Shenhua just over £10 million to do this and all of that. Mata, I think, he could also start the game. Maybe, Pereira will be involved. So Solskjaer, is going to make a lot of changes. But very, very convinced that we can beat Norwich. We're looking to extend our unbeaten run to 14 in all competitions. Like I said, this has been the 6th consecutive season. We have progressed to the FA Cup quarter-finals. We beat, obviously, Derby in the previous round by 3-0. We beat Tranmere in the 4th round by 6-0. And we beat Wolves in the 3rd round by 1-0. That was, the 3rd round replay in that. We're looking to beat Norwich for the 3rd time this season. We've already beaten them twice this season, beating them 4-0 at Old Trafford and beating them 3-1 at Carrow Road. Norwich are looking to beat us at Carrow Road for the first time, since 2012 and all of that. Norwich are a very, very poor team. They are bottom of the Premier League. Obviously, they're going down. They've lost 20 games now in the Premier League this season, of Norwich City. So, they are definitely, going down. Daniel Farke, this has been his 3rd season with Norwich. Obviously, before he was at Norwich, he was at Borussia Dortmund. And before he was at Borussia Dortmund, he was at Lippstadt, was Daniel Farke for Norwich in that. Like I said, Norwich have got quite a few injuries. Of course, they've got Sam Byron out. They've got Grant Hanley out. And they've got Zimmerman out of Norwich as well. This is Norwich's first FA Cup quarter-final since the 91-92 season. Of course, we have won 10 of our last 12 away games against Norwich in all competitions. So we have got a very, very good record against them. So there you go. So I've already given you the preview. I really want to give you my reaction to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference and all of that. But I'm going to predict a 3-0 win to Manchester United. Our next league game is against Brighton. That should be another game, that we should win. So, yeah, reflect on it, we should finish the season on a high. Definitely in that. We should finish the season on a high. We really, really should. But like I said, Solskjaer still in the process of rebuilding. Don't forget he's inheriting the vast majority of the players that Jose Mourinho brought in, because the vast majority of these players are Jose Mourinho. But I do want things to work out under Solskjaer. He's a club legend at the end of the day. He was a great player for us for 11 years. You know, flourished under Alex Ferguson's guidance and all of that. Man United is the third club, by the way, in Solskjaer's managerial career. But the longer he remains in the Man United job, he will gain, more managerial experience and that. Solskjaer, is happy with the squad we've got. But he says, it's not enough for us, to challenge for the title next season. We probably won't win the title next season, but, obviously, want to challenge for the title next season and all of that. But, yeah. So, yeah, and like I said to you, our net debt is just over 429 million now. Just over 429 million. Because it had confirmed weeks ago that our debt had risen up by almost £130 million, and the coronavirus pandemic had cost us around £28 million and all of that. We've got players on big contracts at the football club. Like I said, we've got David Dyer on 375 grand a week. You've got Maguire on 200 odd grand a week. You've got Rashford on 200 odd grand a week. Martial on 200 odd grand a week. You've got Fernandes on over 100 grand a week. You've got Jesse Lingard on £100,000 a week. You've got a Gallo that's on quite a bit as well. So we have got players on big contracts. Pogba, he's on just under 300 grand a week at Manchester United and all of that. But there you go. So nothing much really more to say in that. So there. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.